Hey YouTube, what's up? Oi to the bang, Voss's Lows, Bonjour mes amis, Bawani, Kedu, Nihao Nihama, and Konnichiwa. What's up to everybody else out there? Um, the purpose of this video, well, I'm gonna go a different way, cause because I want you brothers to see something, but mainly you got some effed up women that come to my channel and try to defend junk. Um, One came by my channel says, "I'm not even going to look at the video. I could tell by the title, and they were able to tell that I was a jobless person that probably never worked and spent all my time on YouTube. But they made some indication that I never made nothing of myself and blase blase whatever whatnot. So those are the kind of fools and foolish people that are coming to my channel. All right. So I keep having to put the evidence in their face like this. All right. But these two stories that I'm about to do, they have, they're to make a broader point as I usually do at the end. But understand this. There's a broader point to this. And one of the stories that is real sad. It's real sad, but it shows you the state and the mentality of the modern day black woman. All right. So we have yet another black, educated, independent, good for nothing woman, black woman, um, that worked in North Carolina as a prison worker, having sex with a killer, helped him escape. All right. Now, so this Christopher McNeil was serving a 14-year sentence for second degree murder in North Carolina. All right. Now, the reason why I'm pointing this out that this comes from Fox TV, for all you little idiots out there that come to all the brothers' channel talking about, oh, stop exposing the black woman and stuff, y'all need to just, I don't know, stand out in front of a truck and get hit by it. Because you don't need to exist to be that dumb. This is Fox News. Wait a minute. Guess who else covered this story? On Monday, Pocahontas police charged the correctional officer, Kendra Lynette Miller. Oh, by the way, this would be CNN. Oh, by the way, Channel 11 covered it. ABC. All right. And y'all worried about people on YouTube, right? So the correctional officer, Kendra Lynette Miller, that's the woman that you saw in the picture previously by Fox News, who freed a murderer. And she was having sex with this inmate, providing electronic device to the inmate, harboring a fugitive, and aiding and abetting a fugitive. So he was able, this educated, degreed black woman who don't need no man aided and abetted a murderer that was a fugitive. All right. Her bond is set at $500,000. She had been a food service worker at Brown Creek since December, the Department of Public Safety said. We appreciate the many law enforcement agencies working closely by the department and McNeil to get McNeil back in custody, right? So this is channel 11 and channel. Uh, well, let's put it this way. This is ABC, NBC. So we have Fox, we have ABC, we have NBC, and then CNN. All right, and this is their take on it. All right. So for all you idiots running around telling black dudes to stop putting the mirror up to these ugly black women's face so that they can see how trifling and evil that the world is starting to see them as, and the epitome of stupidity. These women, these black women are the epitome of stupidity. I mean, they are evil, real evil and real stupid, right? You can't blame this on slavery. Black women were way better than this after slavery, during Reconstruction, during the 20s, during the 60s, even during the marches and stuff. Black women were way better than this. Dogs are better than this. There is no redeeming qualities in women like these or those that defend them. And these go for them simping Hotep brothers and wannabe Hotep brothers, because they really ain't Hotep brothers. Because I paid attention with them Egyptologists say. Now, I'm not in agreement with them on a lot of stuff because y'all know my leanings, right? Y'all know I'm Israelite, right? But I understand them, right? I understand Dr. Umar Johnson. I understand a lot of the old school brothers, right? I understand the irritated genie. See, I kind of get their concept, and at no time do they say worship the punani. All right, but these simple, weak, stupid-minded people are chasing after the coochie, right? And the coochie don't want them. The coochie want the jail. The dude's in prison. All right, this woman harbored a prisoner, and these women are so evil they will risk their job and family, livelihood, and children for an evil man. Why? I keep telling you people that the modern day black woman is not hurt. They're not suffering no PTSD. None of that stuff is happening. They are evil, just evil. Are there good women out there? Yes. I've met one. I met some. All right. Um, I would really be out there had it not been for good women. All right. Unfortunately, it's only been 3 in my life, but and I mean women that was good, salt of the earth women. All right. And so um this is crazy. This is just evil. Understand evil for what it is. And I was just explaining this to a sister, a real sister, a lovely sister, a beautiful sister, a natural sister. All right, so they're out there. There are beautiful black women out there. They hard to find though. All right. You talking about the proverbial needle in a haystack? Okay, that's what it is. But this woman right here is evil. Now, I'm pointing out a lot on this woman because this next woman, I'm using these 2 women as representative to the mentality of the black woman as a whole in the black community. And they're not sick. They're not suffering from PTSD. See, they haven't been under slavery. As a matter of fact, they are the most advantaged human beings in the United States today. They have more advantages than white men. The pecking chain is black women, then white men. Why? Because black women get all of their stuff for free from the government. Most of the jobs that they have are government jobs. Most of the jobs white men have, they had to make something, build something. Black men, we have it less. All right. Now, 68% of us work. All right. But we really have to struggle. White women, they kind of get a pass, but they're following their man pretty much. Right? But the black women, they cry victim all the time. Y'all seen it in my other videos. All right. I wanted to take a time of pause like this because I needed the time to gather myself for the next example. And I just want y'all to listen to it. All right.
Back here at home, a teenage mother in Fort Worth, Texas, has been convicted of charges of trying to smother her infant son. 18-year-old Shataniqua Nicole Scott was caught on hospital surveillance video covering her 4-month-old son's face with a blanket, then her hand. Hospital staff rushed in and saved the boy's life. He's fine, now in foster care. Scott faces up to life in prison.
Mouth and nose. Prosecutors say this went on for 1 minute and 14 seconds as the baby waved his arms and legs trying to get a breath until he could not fight anymore. The baby's vital signs dropped so low that alarms alerted doctors and nurses who rushed in and were able to revive the child. The baby is being cared for in a foster home. Now that there's been a conviction, we can tell you that Scott faces punishment ranging all the way from probation to life in prison. Phil Alvarado, Fox 4 News.
Now, I want you to understand what was happening to this man. All right. This was even hard for him to report. This was really hard for him to report. All right. This happened a little while back. But if you listen to what he said, that the main reason she did it is because she slept with a nothing dude, had the baby, thought she was going to get some child support, but because she slept with a nothing dude, no child support, so she didn't want to struggle. So she was just going to try to kill the baby. So you have Shantaniqua. And if you go and Google ABC's take on this, you'll see her mother, and her mother didn't want to be interviewed, right? All right. Single mother. Single mother raised another single mother. I bet you they Christian though. All right, she's 18 years old. Had this child at 17. At 18, she was sentenced to 25 years in prison. All right, it took them um, all of 28 minutes. There's discrepancies on whether it took 28, 30, whatever. But they came across this quickly. I want y'all to understand the argument that she made when she confessed. The baby daddy, all right, this is what her mom taught her. I'm not saying what her mom didn't teach her. I'm saying what her mom taught her. And her mom taught her by example. Her mom probably gave her dad hell because her dad was a piece of nothing, right? But her mom slept with a piece of nothing. She saw that her mom sleeps with nothing, so she's going to sleep with nothing. Her mom didn't get a working man, so she's not going to get a working man. These women kill me by not getting working men and thinking that something from nothing is going to yield something. The dude don't work. I'm gonna take him to child support court. They're gonna make him pay child support $15. All right. And you think $15, $36 a month is going to be enough to raise that child. All right, but then she saw it was hard. So the next thing she wanted to do was commit murder and kill that baby. Now, I've been talking to the brothers um about what's the real deal with the all the abortions. And we're one brother take on it was that a lot of them, and from what he knows, they're aborting white men's babies. But now I'm pretty clear that while I agree with him that a lot of black women are in the stripping industry, and a lot of these white men come in and that's their sugar daddies, that's the one that's giving them money, and I know he's right about this. It's the baptized subscribe. Go see his video on it, right? I know he's right about it because I have somebody that was close to me and they were in the stripping industry. It's a female, right? And she was telling me, now I was liking her, but I couldn't get with her because of some of the stuff she used to do, right? But she was telling me all this stuff. She was a beautiful woman too, right? But her lifestyle drove one of her sons crazy. And I think she kind of chilling out to try to give the other son a chance. But because she really has no desire for good men, a good man, and her mind is still in that mentality, I don't know how far he's going to get unless the school or a football or something take charge, right? But at the end of the day, these women do not want to take responsibility for their actions. And so their desire is to make everybody pay for their choices. Their desire is to make everybody pay for their choices. And I wrote this here. You know, I wrote this here because some of the times I have to remind myself that for all the evil that I met in my life, all right, really good women are really good. All right. And I'm going to just say that. So, in my final thoughts, I said if it wasn't for somebody I recently met, I wouldn't have any hope left in the rehabilitation of the modern black woman. Now, as it stands, I only have a little hope. All right. And this is the modern black American woman or Europeanized woman. And from what I'm hearing, it's not that much better in Canada or any other Europe, any place where white men rule is not that good. Black women have gone crazy. Now, everybody say go down south. Seems like that's the thing to do. If you could take the black pride that we used to have, like James Brown said, now I'm black and I'm proud, and take it down there to them black women, you might have something. All right. But here, black women, if you come to this channel and you watch the whole video before you make a comment, please understand that now the world sees you as these evil creatures, this evil thing. All right. That newscaster, I mean, he was kind of breaking up. It was hard to do that story. Now, I cut a lot out because it was just really, really hard. If you would like to see the entire, see the tape in its entirety, um, and you think you can take it, just write a comment, write it in the comment section for all the people that want to see what this woman really did. And I'll make a standalone video just for her so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. So if I get enough comments, I'll make a standalone video. All right. And trust me, it's probably going to be age restricted. All right. So I'll do it that way. But as it stands, black women, all y'all complaining about the black men making these YouTube videos bashing black women, we ain't bashing you. Black women were bashing black men for the past 40 years. Bashing means when you lie on somebody. You lied about who the baby daddy really was. You lied and said all the black men were in jail. You lied to us about it as we were children, and then we grew up understanding statistics. Be like, if all the black men are in jail, why do I see black men walking around? All right, all the black men were gay. Every negative thing was a lie. I'm not lying. This is video evidence. This is statistical evidence on my channel. It's scriptural evidence on my channel. So it's not bashing. If you can't stand the truth, you need to check yourself. Because what I would be worried about if I was a black woman is when black men like me shut up and stop talking to you at all and stop trying to put the mirror up to your face. Because then you will seriously be a sworn enemy and treated as if you was a racist white man trying to kill us. And I believe that time is coming. I believe that time is coming. And that's why I advocate for the good black men and the good black women to sanctify yourselves from this trash. Separate. Get back to the commandments. That's why I advocate that. That's what we need to do. We need to find each other. We need to communicate. We need to get back to the correct standard of living as a community. And we need to do it without any of them. That's even if they're family. Family is usually the first people you need to leave alone. With that said, I'm out.